Hi, it's Kim Dunn here from Positive Young Minds. I wonder how your day is going today. Today I'd like to talk to you about three things to do with alcohol and turning 18. So in our house we've just had 2 weeks of some lovely 18th birthday celebrations, but it brought to mind that I know this is a dilemma for some people. We've had a conversation about why we don't have alcohol in our house with our teenage kids on an ongoing basis, on and off, and I think they've got a fairly good understanding about why we take the stance we do. But I realise for others, maybe it's a conversation that you have. It's a difficult conversation for you to have with your kids. In today's society, there's so much pressure to drink. I've had 20-year-old females saying to me that they go out and when they say they don't drink, they've been asked if they're pregnant. The assumption is you go out to have a good time and you drink. So if you're a bit like us and don't really want that for your kids and their developing brains, you might find yourself feeling a bit alone. Or maybe you don't have a clear stance one way or the other, but there's still a decision you have to make. So today I just thought I'd share with you 3 things you might like to think about when making this decision. Number 1, do you drink in your house? Is it a regular occasion? Do you nightly, weekly, special occasions? You know, what are the expectations in your house? Because whatever you do, your kids are going to probably expect to do that as well. Secondly, is there a reason why you would prefer your kids not to drink? Maybe there's a history somewhere along the line in your family of abuse surrounded by alcohol. Maybe you have alcoholics in your family tree that you've never spoken to your kids about. Or maybe you or your partner have just had some really bad experiences when you've drunk too much in the past. So, you know, this determines your attitude and what you're going to share with your kids. The third thing is, if you decide you want alcohol at a party, what are you going to do with all those kids who attend but who aren't 18? Sure, they can bring a letter from their parents saying that they're allowed to drink in your house, but what are you going to do if they get emotional? If they throw up, if they're sick, if they want to go home, if they smash your window, or if they're just making a fool of themselves because they've drunk too much. So these are issues that are going to come up if you decide you want to party or you want to celebrate with your child turning 18. I also want to let you know that you don't have to have alcohol to have a good time. At a recent party in our house, the kids played outside, the adult kids I mean, the 17 and 18-year-olds, played outside. They played hide and seek in the dark, which was the most hilarious thing I have seen for a long time. We had kids hiding in trees, in boxes, in the garden bin, you name it, they found a place to hide. So whether it's hide and seek, Nerf wars, cards, table tennis, basketball, there's a myriad of things they can do without drinking. So you are allowed to take a stand. You're allowed to be the mum that says no. You're allowed to be the family who doesn't allow kids to come and drink. So, I don't know, food for thought. If you find any of this interesting, please share with your friends. Feel free to comment. You may totally disagree with me and think that there's absolutely nothing wrong with celebrating with alcohol on your child's 18th. And that's okay too. These are just a little bit of things to think about. So thanks for listening. If you're like me and you believe it takes a village to raise a child, you may want to share this with some of your tribe members. So together we can work on creating fabulous adults for our society. Till next time, thanks for tuning in. Bye.